Hey there, folks. Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on next week that we need to pay attention to. Let's start with what is ahead for the economy. Sorry about that, just moved this. There we go. On Monday, we have the inflation expectations both for 1 year and 5 years. Remember, inflation expectations are really what the Fed is trying to control. They don't want to have the American public, aka the consumers, worried about inflation being higher 5 years from now, right? They don't want that to anchor. So we will be looking for that to stay flat or come in. Tuesday's the big day, CPI. We will talk about the CPI rating changes or calculations. I have some thoughts on that, and you want to pay attention to that. But yes, folks, we will once again get headline and core. We will get month on month and year on year. We will get 4 metrics on Tuesday, which is Valentine's Day. Let me just remind all of you guys out there, Tuesday's Valentine's Day. You know, go buy some roses or chocolates or dinner or whatever your thing is. Don't forget it is Valentine's Day. Wednesday's a big day. We're actually going to get retail sales. I think if we're going to see a crack in the consumer, it is going to appear in the retail sales, so we will be paying attention to that. Thursday, we get home builder index. It'll be interesting. I think the home builder index bottomed last month. Let's see if it comes back and shows any signs of life. I'm not calling for some massive rebound, just the bottoming process. Also on Thursday, we will of course get jobless claims. That is a weekly number. It has been below 200,000 for what, 4 or 5 weeks now. So we will look for that. And then finally we get PPI, right? Producer price index. Think wholesale inflation. And then on Friday we get leading economic indicators. So a lot of economics reports next week, featured by CPI and retail sales. So let's talk about the CPI changes. They're changing the math, the formula. Historically speaking, CPI was calculated last year with 24 months of data. This year it will be calculated with 12 months of data. Now, I've seen some reports and some conspiracy theorists out there saying they're just trying to gamify this and make Biden look good or whatever. Hey, anything is possible in this world. I actually don't think that's what's happening. In fact, I think when you remove 12 older months, it's actually going to make CPI worse. So I think a lot of people saying CPI is going to look better on Tuesday because of this or that calculation are going to be shocked. I have a sneaky suspicion that CPI will come in hot and they will blame the recalculations, right? Because last month I believe was 6.5. Expectations are 6.2. This is of course headline. I've thought this for 2 or 3 weeks now. I think it's going to come in hot, but we will pay attention to that. Month on month, both core and headline are expected to be up 0.4%. So lots of stuff going on. But yeah, the re-rating makes sense to me logically. If you want to know what's the latest and greatest about inflation, do you want 24 months of data or 12? We live in a society where it's a lot easier to collect data, thus 12 months is probably more appropriate, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So again, I think CPI is going to surprise to the upside, and we will see where that goes from there. Got some more data. It looks like Financial Times is reporting that Meta, or Facebook, is in talks for a second round of layoffs. Remember, Zuckerberg, last conference call was talking about efficiency, and I've also highlighted to you on repeated occasions that usually the first round of layoffs is not enough. People try to get by with the obligatory 5, 6, 7%, and if you're really going to go after it, it's just not the case. And to be clear, I think Meta may be the first with round 2, but they won't be the last. And having gone through this in the .com crisis, I just want you to realize that some companies will have 3 rounds, and that is not fun, right? Once you get past kind of the easy stuff, you start cutting bone, and it gets really, really hard out there. Got some great data on Twitter from Ryan Lundquist, his Sacramento agent. Do me a favor. I would love to follow other quality realtors, quality Twitter contacts. So leave a comment below on some Twitter pages that I should follow. I would love to get data from other states, Tennessee or Florida, or all 50 states. I would love to get some data on. So If you have somebody that puts out quality data, like data, leave their handle and I will follow them on Twitter and maybe give them credit when credit is due. So what Ryan was talking about is homes under the median. You and I talk about that a bunch. In Sacramento, it's about 500K. 74% of the pendings in the last 2 weeks had 5 offers. Think about that. Now again, let's be clear, this is not 2022 5 offers, 20K, 50K, wavy conditions. This might be 5 offers under asking, right? So we are not seeing true FOMO or stupid offers, but we are seeing activity, right? You get 5 offers on a property, only one person's going to get it. Those other 4 people are going to continue shopping. And this is why I'm telling you, it's that first-time home buyer home that is scarce. The move-up buyer's not selling, so they're not selling and buying. The market is broken. This is another example. And again, Ryan is talking about there are 600 total pendings right now, or at least as of yesterday, in Sacramento under 500 grand, and active listings, the same number. So we are clearly seeing part of the market hot, 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 and it's the one that you and I have been talking about. Got a comment from Fed Hacker. Need to get above 5% before we pause. Remember, the Fed's going to talk tough. I think they will continue talking tough until Tuesday when they get the CPI data. And if it comes in hot, like I fear, they're going to go from talking tough to being tough. So it should be very, very interesting to look at. Other things to think about next week. We got some key earnings coming out. What do we got? Oh, do I have it? Oh, I don't have that with me. I left it inside. I'll hit key earnings later. I got some notes about the Airbnb bust. Apparently, there is a manager of 95 units in Phoenix, Arizona, where the Super Bowl is being held. And it looks like 50% of the units are currently vacant as of the reporting. Looks like they were trying to get $1,200. Now they're cut it down to $500. There's a glut in short-term rentals. And really what I'm seeing is just the Airbnb bust. There was 2 years of the best time, and now it's just going to bust. I mean, there's a lot of people that got in. They bought down quality. I have an example here of somebody who bought a home 10 miles. Here it is. Bought a home for $388 grand, 10 miles away. Thought they'd get $1,000 a night, and now it is empty. This is the same old deal with investors. You had unrealistic expectations. You didn't protect the downside. You overpaid, bad assumptions. You like we talked about, their Airbnb short-term rentals is an amazing business when done correctly. Too many people sold the vision of easy money. Too many people took pot shots at mom and pop landlords, and now you overpaid. You need to pivot. You need to get out. It looks like in Phoenix, according to AirDNA, this is AirDNA, 52% of the Airbnb units are booked for Super Bowl weekend. Nobody expected that. They expected to be fully booked. And it looks like supply has gone from 5,000 to over 21,000 units in just a couple of years. So again, supply and demand wins out. I think that's enough. Again, what we're seeing with Airbnb is hotels are coming back, crazy fees, extras, things of that nature. So folks, at the end of the day, enjoy the background. I actually don't know what port we're rolling into, but let me give you a scan. It certainly is lovely here. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.